good, ladies and gentlemen? It is yours truly, Carcino, saying let's talk about it. Let's get all the details in perspective. Shall we? Now, the game was an incredible win for the Dallas Mavericks. We will talk about that tomorrow sometime when we do a breakdown on the Miami Heat series, which we really hadn't done because it's really hadn't been too much to break down. We'll get ready to cover that, but I think this is more a needful event, you know. This is more needful to talk about than what you've been reading in the papers and everything else, right? About the game. I think that. What's up, Q? Yeah, I see you, man. But what's going on in the world today? A lot of this, to me, is I've learned never to trust the media. So for me, it's easy to not trust anything I hear on the media off first listen. You know, it's easy to block that type of conversations out. When I first hear something, immediately I tune it out because I can't trust it. So I try to wait until I hear something or get more information as to what's happening, because you can't trust anything anymore. You just can't. So today we saw in Texas 19 down, you know, kids, teachers, and some town we can't even pronounce of. And of all places, where? Texas. Seems to be Texas and Florida and Colorado. It's always these states. It seems to have this kind of activity. Then just a week ago, they had the Buffalo incident in the store where some elderly people were assassinated, you know, just buying some groceries by another lone gunman or an assailant. So you're starting to see something happening that a lot of people don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about it because this goes against the threshold of their existence, of their very being. They don't like it. This is not what they want to get involved in. All of a sudden, instead of why is all of this happening, we're going right to legislations and laws right away. We're not looking at the incident of what just happened and why it happened. We already are going into regulations and laws immediately after this happened, before anybody have really all of the details. They have found no information so far, really, except for this guy lived with his grandmother, and allegedly he took her out before he went on a rampage all of a sudden. And this supposedly happens the very next week after there was a tragedy. So, of course, people are getting more and more outraged, but nothing else seems to be getting done about it. Well, the problem is there are too many cooks in the kitchen. If that makes any sense. People think legislation and all of these things are the problem. The problem is they should be armed guards at schools. That's what I've always. This wouldn't have went this way had they had an armed guard there. Two, I don't even know if this actually went down. Like I said, I can't trust the news, man. I can't trust this actually happened. They say it happened, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can't trust it. We've seen too much. We've seen a lot of fake stories created to push agendas, and we've seen a lot of this activity in Texas. I remember there was the footage of the police officer actually pouring the fake blood on him. It's just a lot of different things transpiring that we just don't get or understand. So someone's got to make it make sense one day. I'm just saying, I can't believe anything right now. I just can't trust it. My prayers and thoughts goes out to those families if this is real. I really believe that the answer is to have armed guards at schools. In states where they have open carry, when people got, carrying on their persons, crime is low. When they know everybody can carry some on the hip, people know not to act up. Places like Oklahoma, where I think that is allowed, you can go into a store with a doggone 40 cal. It'd be a grandma with a 40 cal on her hip in the stove buying her eggs. And you know what? Ain't nobody bothering Granny, because Granny is packing. It's always Texas, Florida, Colorado, right? Always, because it's so big and so massive that you can't even believe it happened at these areas. It's always seemed to be in a town like nobody really knows the people there. I would have never heard of Parkland in my life if it wasn't for that incident. And Anthony Rizzo is from there. Very rich, prestigious area, right? A lot of politicians' kids go to school there. So it was quite interesting how they were so pro-left. Right after a tragedy, that was the first thing on their mind, was sticking to the agenda. It's quite bizarre. No, I didn't say Florida. I said Oklahoma. I said, why is it always those states like Florida, Texas, and I mean, like, where these incidents happen in Colorado, Florida, and Texas? Damn sinuses, man. Guns aren't the problem. The wrong people with the guns is the problem. And okay, they want stricter background checks. That's cool. Do stricter background checks. Knock yourself out if you think that's gonna help. But to me, the answer seems to be get everybody strapped. Everybody strapped. People are gonna have reservations about doing some stuff now. They wouldn't. They're gonna be, yeah, I would do it, but she's strapped. Now, if they had armed security up there, I doubt homeboy would have did anything today. If this is real, I doubt homeboy would have came in there and did what he did. If you got an armed guard working at the schools, that's not the issue. You think without guns, that's the answer? They'll find new ways to kill you. I'd rather have a fighting chance. Restricting people from guns is only going to make it more popular for people in the streets to get it, and make it less, make it harder for those people who really need it or want to possess one by law that they have to possess one. I was trying to get y'all the floor to talk about it, but I'm mentally exhausted. I'm like Steve Kerr, man. When is enough, man. I'm tired of doing moments of silences and like, when is these guys gonna do something? See, he called out names. Well, they gotta back the money truck up for all us. When they put out this Central Home stuff. Trying to make it back to the crib alive. Not an easy task. I did do the movie review for Top Gun Maverick. It's on the One Crack News channel. Well, I keep the chat open so you guys can talk. I think if I say another word, they finna have me flagged all up and down the block. Interesting. Neighbors like to assume a lot. So they probably saw that car sitting out there and thought that was me because they assumed it. So in case y'all was wondering if I was gonna make it home or not, because I'm tired, I made it home. Told you I ain't never tired to the point where I can't get home. Just because I'm yawning. I'm glad y'all concerned, but relax. If I'm at that point, I will stop and get out of the car. ASAP. Straight up. I have no reservations about that. I will get out of the big cab. So, anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to start the day off tomorrow. We're going to hit it up hard. So, let me get some rest so I can do my job.